Hello, everyone. I'm Nate Lauder, Keelan's little and favorite sister. Um, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I started writing this speech today, and your Keelan was going to get proposed to, and I deleted the whole thing, and I started it 2 days before the wedding. So, this is how it's going to go, I guess. Hopefully I don't cry either. Just look away. Okay. I'm not Caitlin Rice.
You're fine.
I've known Caitlin my entire life. She spent 9 long years without me, which are probably the worst 9 years of her life. I'm pretty amazing, but for 26 years, Caitlin has always been had the same last name as me, and now Caitlin is a Barnette. She's always going to be a part of this family, and so is Dan. But me and her will not be sharing the same last name. Instead, she's going to be growing her own family now. I have been waiting my entire life to have this speech with you in front of everyone, and now this day finally came. I'm so honored that I'm part of this amazing day, but I'm also getting an amazing brother-in-law with it. I'm so thankful that because I've always wanted the older, bigger brother, and now I finally have that with Dan. Me and him can always laugh about random TikTok jokes or memes, or like when he looked to buy batteries and didn't know she needed a double A4 or double A6. And another thing is the amazing reindeer Porter, who I'm one of his aunts technically, and I'm so happy every time I get to go see Porter. So thanks to Caitlin for letting me always be their first son, who I love. And if some of you may have noticed, a couple people who we love could not be here because Heaven isn't close enough. But I know they're looking down at you, Caitlin, and have the biggest smile, and know that she's going to marry a guy with the same last name that starts with the letter B, so they can still call you Katie there. Who's all grown up and have the love of her life. And seeing how much she's grown into the amazing person. To Caitlin and man, it doesn't take two, but it takes 3 people for a marriage. God walks beside you guys in this amazing marriage you have, and I know you guys will grow old together, drink coffee while you watch the sunrise or something corny like that. And I've never been prouder of you two. I love you guys so much. So today I'm Caitlin Barnette.
All right, well, I'm not going to be near that heartfelt, but I hope you guys like it too. For those of you who don't know, I'm Dylan. If fans ever talk about me, you probably introduces me as Cal Dylan. Don't ask us why, we don't remember. But the really cool part about this speech is I really don't know any of you. And I can say whatever I want, and there's no repercussions for me, really. I'm kidding. I won't go that far. Yeah. It's been a pleasure getting to know the people that I have got to know. You know, the families and the groomsmen. First was Rob and Hayden. I got to go spend the weekend with them and Van. We got to do some shooting and some fishing, but you'll notice I said fishing, and it wasn't any catching, because not a single fish was caught on that trip. Hank is another guy I got to meet a lot. You know, he had to take off early, but we have a few things in common, me and Hank. We've both been replacement groomsmen. I'll let you figure out why he left early. But I met Van back at Camp Table Rock in 2014. I met Grayson there too. Our relationship didn't take off, and apparently neither did his and Van's, because I'm here and he's not. But ever since then, Van's been a constant friend. He's one of the few people I know that no matter how long it's been since I've seen him, it seems like it was just the day before. And we went to 18 different colleges, but he was always a phone call away. And like I said, just anytime we pick up the phone, it was right back where we left off. And it was, you know, a friendship that I've truly cherished through the years. Then Caitlin came in. You know, sometimes when two people meet, you can almost see the sparks, the joy that they give the other person, the love in their eyes. Oh, that was me and Van meeting again. But no, Van, when Van told me about Caitlin over the phone, you could really hear the genuine joy and the excitement in his voice. And as you all know, since you're here, once he figured out that she was the one, he didn't waste any time. Caitlin has no doubt brought the best out in him. Even if I only met her yesterday, you can see the reflection in all of Van's actions. And I want to thank you very much for making my pal Van the happiest he's ever been. So may God bless and keep your relationship as you keep him in the center of yours. Here's to the Barnettes.
Everybody's holding a phone, so I wanted to bring one up too. I'm not going to use it, but it's a prop. So we are Caitlin's mom and dad, and I got to just, before we get into our speech here, share a little first story about Van. So Van and Caitlin's first date, Decorah, Iowa. Blind date, just met online. And the Verizon network goes offline. So I can't track my daughter with this new dude that she's meeting up in the middle of nowhere. So I sent her what I considered to be a safe word, which would generate some sort of response back. So I sent her the word peanut butter. And I was expecting to get back pickle or something stupid, but just, so several hours later, the Verizon network goes back up. And Van sends me the word peanut butter back. No message from Caitlin. Just the single word peanut butter from Van. So the first time I got to meet him in person, I brought him a jar of peanut butter. But
We realized that we failed a little bit in what's our safe word, girls, because you don't ever know where our safe word is.
it's not peanut butter anymore, just so you know. So again, we decided to do this kind of together and talk about some of the rules of a happy marriage. And just like your folks, we celebrated the 30th anniversary this year, and you don't get there by accident. And it is not a smooth road all the time. I have learned a lot over the years. But so just some rules for marriage. So rule number 1. You get to do it? Yes, dear. Ironically, rule number 1 is yes, dear. So, 2 words that are highly valuable. And a wise man many years ago in our marriage shared those words. Yes, dear. Never sarcastically. They don't work the same. But utilizing yes dear can sometimes buy you time when you have to figure out what happened or what you did wrong. And maybe find a solution because that couch is not as comfortable as the bed is. So yes dear, never sarcastically, use it sparingly, and mean it when you say it.
So our rule number 2 is never stop dating. So when you guys think back to when you first started dating and met, what were some of those fun things that you were doing? Remember those as the years continue, because that's going to keep you grounded, I guess, in kind of how your beginning started and remind you why you guys are.
And dating is not always, going to a movie. Sometimes Walmart is a date. Married couples know what I'm talking about. Going to Walmart. Be intentional with your dates. If some of the best advice I could give you with never stop dating is if it's something you're doing today, keep doing it. If you're putting a note in a lunchbox, a little reminder, keep doing it. If you're putting little post-it notes up around the house, just little hey expressions, keep doing it. Don't forget those things. That will help you through the years, through the ups and downs. So never stop dating your spouse. I get number 3, never go to bed mad. I haven't slept in 3 years. This is also valuable utilizing rule number 1, yes dear. And if you need to, pull out rule number 2, plan a date. But no, it is something that I think is very true. You're never going to always agree with each other, but don't let that go to bed. Don't let the sun go down on that. Have a discussion, work through it, and go to bed happy and wake up rejuvenated every morning to that partner across it.
It kind of leads into the next one of don't sweat the small stuff. So even this weekend, just small things that maybe didn't go quite as you had hoped or had envisioned and we're still here. Celebrate. And this is one of the things that I knew was going to be a struggle, but it is my tears of happiness. Not at all in any doubt or wishing it was different. Because you two are meant. I truly miss that. So don't forget, don't sweat the small stuff. At the end of the day, like you said, make up, don't go to bed angry. And just remember, in the end, that's really all it is small things. So don't let those turn into big things that snowball. When it was really, I think someone once told me, like, an argument is, like, it's big, it's not really because those socks were left on the floor. There was something else that kept building, so don't sweat the small.
And the last thing is, there is no owner's manual to our daughter. We spent 30 years trying to figure her out, now she's yours to figure out. But there is an owner's manual to marriage, and it's everybody sitting out here on the tables. All the married couples that you have in your life. Whether it be your parents, your siblings, your aunts and uncles, cousins, friends, neighbors too. Everybody out there, use this support network that exists out there. It's going to be valuable, so that is your owner's manual out there. Want to wrap it up? We're paid by the word.
So basically, obviously, we're just saying, well, keep the we can. A little side note was I was welcomed into the family. The family members said, welcome Rob and Amy into the family. And it was his grandpa at the time, so we laughed at I joked there. And then that we're just honored to be a part of it.
All right. Wishing you many years of happiness. And again, God bless you both. It definitely is meant to be. So, welcome to the family.
We want to give you a hug.
As of today, I have all 3 of my kids married off over the past year and a half. His older sister got married in March of last year. His younger brother got married the May after. And here's Van, kind of bringing up the rear. And that's kind of ironic, actually, because out of all 3 of my kids, he's the one that, from especially a young age, I just saw that his driving purpose in life was going to be to become a strong family man. I saw it from the time he could walk and talk. He was just destined to find the girl of his dreams, fall in love, and do whatever he could to make her the happiest person that he possibly could. And that was confirmed a couple of years later when he was about 5 years old. He talked to us about wanting to be a dad when he was only 5. And actually, I wasn't part of this conversation, but apparently Van, 5-year-old Van, had a conversation with his mother and said he had picked out the names for his 3 children. Right? And Kristen said, well, you should probably have that conversation with your wife. Maybe she has a little bit of input there. And Van's response was, well, no, I'm the husband, so she has to do what I say. So that settled that. But yeah, I always saw that about him, and as he started to become an adult, we continue to see that play out. He found some young ladies, started dating, fell in love, and because he's Van, he poured all of his energy into these relationships and treated these ladies so wonderfully. But because they weren't the one, it just didn't work out. Right? And my wife and I have had some front row seats to some pretty exquisite heartbreak. And it hasn't been fun to watch. But here we are today, and it's just a testimony to the fact that it's so important for us to trust God, because He's infinitely higher than us, so He's tall enough to see over the horizon, right? And so He knew what was coming. So that's why it's just so important in life's darkest moments, and in the toughest heartbreak, we just have to rely on Him and know that He knows what He's doing. Right? So here we are today, and man, I just want to say that I'm extremely proud of you, because after all these years, you fulfilled your destiny. And I'm also proud of you because you finally have demonstrated that after all, you know how to pick them. Yeah. Caitlin, to you, the only thing I want to say is you are the primary reason that this is one of the best days of my life. Not only because you're marrying my boy, but because it's you. Because it's you. And it is an honor to have you join our family. Love you both.
holding my precious grand newborn in my arms, I looked down and I'm like, I gave birth to a lizard. He was the homeliest baby ever. And he was so homely that Harry and I were discussing how old he would be before he could be wise to have plastic surgery. And you had that immediate but in all seriousness, we got to grow, and you showed your faith from such a young age, jumped into the word of the Lord, which y'all out there who haven't had kids yet, I recommend not encouraging them to read Leviticus when they're in third grade because it comes with very uncomfortable questions. But your heart for the Lord. And then you bring in Caitlin. And she has such a heart for the Lord. And I watched the two of you bring out the best in one another. And I loved how during your wedding ceremony, one of the very first things that you all tried to do after you had been married is light the unity candle. And it didn't work. It did not go according to your plan. But instead, I watched you adjust, try to fix things, and things still weren't going your way. You laughed together. And you went, the Lord, I can hear. All of this happening by grace, by faith, and this sun around you. Hold on to that moment and that faith. Okay, how can we readjust? How can we do something different? Still not working towards our plan? You laugh. Watch all of that worshiping together. That's the model for your marriage. You already acted out and shown what the important steps in marriage. So hold on. I love you.
Well, I'm just going to share a couple words really quick. You probably noticed that the two songs that Caitlin and I chose to worship through today had a theme of God's faithfulness, His goodness. And that is just because throughout the day that we met, we have seen that faithfulness completely evident in our lives. For those who don't know, Caitlin and I actually met on a Christian dating app called Upwards. And I had tried dating apps for like 4 days when I was a lonely undergrad, and then swore them off after I got ghosted on my birthday, said I would never touch it again. But then years later, I had some friends who had actually met their spouses on Upwards, and they encouraged me to give it a go. I said absolutely not. They would knock it off my back. So finally, I made a profile just because I felt it would be wrong to lie to them and told them that I made one, and not actually make one to off my back. I downloaded that app on a Tuesday afternoon. On Wednesday morning, I matched with a young girl, young woman, named Caitlin. We're the same age. I matched with Caitlin the day after I deleted the app, and by Wednesday, the day after I downloaded the app, by that evening I deleted the app because after talking with her for a day, I knew that she was the one. And nobody ever gets that lucky with dating apps, I promise you that. So that's why I chose Greatest Life Faithfulness. That's the only reason that happened. But we really just want to say thank you so much to everybody who is here. When we were discussing like what size we want our wedding, we agreed that we wanted it large enough as to where all the people who it was very important to us that they could be here today would be here. And we have the perfect size one. Because everybody who we love, who loves us, who has supported us through our relationship is here. And we are just so thankful for that. And it is because you guys are all the most important people in our lives that we wanted to wait until now to share a very special announcement. Caitlin and I are actually expecting you all to have a great time. My dad's in the front row giving me the sing right now. So thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
We all had the same
Gary.
right?
Gary.
He did a pretty good job delivering that, didn't he? We all kind of fell for it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Less funny tomorrow? Less funny tomorrow.
I would just like to say that I had nothing to do with that joke. That was all him. I do too. He kept joking. I'm like, you're not actually doing it. You're not actually doing it. Oh. Okay. So Dan already kind of said it, but we just want to thank you guys again so much for being here. We know a lot of you drove from quite a ways away. So we just really want to thank you just for doing that. I mean, that means a lot to us when we get to look out. And I really love how Bryce let us look out at people. Sometimes we get so caught up in like what we need to do, the times, all those things, and we miss the people in front of us. So getting to see all of you guys there, and just getting to see you guys right now, is just really special to us because as I look around, obviously some of you I have not met yet, and I know Ann hasn't met some of you. But I mean, we're really here because of all of you. So we really just thank you for being here. Thank you for just all your love and support. And yeah, thank you so much. We hope you have a really fun time tonight. And before we do this, I just wanted to take a moment. So we all know, like, during the wedding day, we have the special parent roles. So the dad gets to look down, the bride down. The dad gets to do the first dance. We know that the mom gets to have the special dance, but there's really nothing for the mom of the bride. Don't you start.
Too late.
There's really nothing for the mother bride, and I don't think that's quite fair, because I have never seen a mother pour more into her daughter and her now husband as they're preparing their wedding. And she drove everywhere to get wedding decorations. We had lots of phone calls. She was there to pick me up when I was getting caught up in the details and I was stressed. She was there to remind me to make the main thing. And I couldn't have done this without you. So I would like to dedicate my bouquet to you because I truly feel that this would not have happened without you. And I know there was moments where they caused tension between us, right? You're like, no more questions about wedding stuff. But we truly would not. I mean, all these decorations here, that was really your heart to really want to present us with a beautiful day. And so if you would come up, I would love to present you my bouquet.
Because we cannot control the sun, that is not in our power. Our couple is going to be stolen away to take some beautiful golden hour shots.